Hi, my name is Jeff Dold. We're in More to Life Adult Day Health Center. I own and operate this along with my wife and fine staff. Today we're talking to a mother and daughter team that are considering coming to our center and joining our club. A lot of people don't know what adult day centers are, and for us here it's a way to live life with a little more pizzazz, especially toward the end when we're getting older. Many people are confused about going from independent living to assisted living, and now here we have an option where you come during the day and have events and activities. So as you come in here, LaDonna, did you have any questions about what we do in a place like this?
I'd like to know about all the events that you do.
The events. These would be events that Gay would be participating in.
Yes.
And you're ready to have some activities during the day?
Oh, absolutely. I'm bored.
You're bored, and this is the place for you. You want something that'll be a little more engaging, something that keeps your attention during the day?
Yes, yes.
All right, but you're not in the mood for any baseball or football?
No.
Keep it under control. Good.
Sad but true.
Well, we're going to have activities all day long where we are able to keep you involved and included in the activities.
And happy, right?
And happy.
Okay, I'm in.
Good. For a large part of the activities, you'll recognize as we walk through the center that there's a high level of energy, and that's unusual for most people to witness as we come through the center. You'll notice it smells clean, it looks clean, it is clean, and there's carpet. It's not a clinical place. It's not like a hospital. This is your home away from home. This is a place that's more like a club.
It's real nice, I think.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it so far. Well, good. So what do we do during the day? That's a good question. We start off the day with some light conversation. You'll be joining a group of somewhere between 10 and 20 people during the day. We have activities where we converse. Sometimes we'll reminisce, and maybe we'll ask you a question like, do you remember having going to Grandma's house where she had to pump water at the kitchen sink to get water?
She didn't have a kitchen sink. She had to pump it outside.
Well, there you go. And we want to hear those stories. We love it when you share that with us. And you'll be hearing stories from others as well. So as we have activities in the morning, we kind of key up. Until about 9 o'clock, we serve a snack. We call it brunch. And before we go to lunch or brunch, we wash up, because Mom always said wash up, right? And so we have a sanitation program. We stay clean. That also is an invitation to use the restroom while we're there. And so that we're a little more relaxed during our activities. We know that's important. And then later on, we might have a game of dominoes. Might be a small group for a small activity, or it might be a larger group. But we adapt to fit the needs of the group. So as we do this, our staff, have a highly trained group where we have a staff member lead the activity. Sometimes we call them a friendship facilitator, where they introduce Gay and others to people that might have something in common with them. Gives them a chance to build a relationship, a friendship, gives them a chance to reach out to others and help each other too. And that's a large part of all of our lives. But even when we get older, we need to have that sense of purpose. And so we work and we focus in that area as a staff to make sure there's not just fun and games, but also a chance to contribute to the program. So Gay, you might be in charge of a domino game one day. You may be the one who's responsible for picking them up and putting them back in the box, or maybe helping a friend with their inability to match the color of the number. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Good. Good. So the activities go all the way through lunchtime. We have lunches catered in. They're certified by a dietitian. It's trained for the frail and elderly. We have a kitchen that's certified for commercial use. We have fresh food brought in for the snacks in the morning and in the afternoon. So food and drinks are a big part of the day. All day long we have drinks with us. We're drinking water because we know that's important. We try to keep the hydration up and keep our regularity up too, because we know there's some important things that keep us happier when the basic needs are met. Later in the afternoon, after lunch, we rest and digest, we call it. There's a chance where we get to watch a movie. You okay watching movies?
I love movies.
Good. We watch Sound of Music. You ever seen that?
Yes, several times.
Good. It's one of our favorites. But that's a kind of film we watch.
Good.
We tie in with the past, we link with the present, we stop the movie at times and discuss what's happening, what we feel about it. We have an interactive activity where we can have that part of the group.
Oh, good.
After the rest and digest, we go into a more active event. And that might be a form of noodle ball. Some of you may not know what noodle ball is, but styrofoam pieces that they use in swimming pools normally we cut down to about 3 feet long, and we blow up a large balloon. You might recognize those with rubber bands attached to them. They make that cool sound when you hit them like a kettle drum.
Yeah, I like that.
We have a version, actually about 6 versions of that game, where we try to keep that balloon off the ground, kind of like volleyball. And so sitting down, we might get a chance to see this later in the show, but we try to keep the balloon off the ground. And as a team, staff and participants, we work together to keep the balloon off the ground. And yesterday we were doing it with 2 balloons,
Wow.
a little more advanced.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then we went into a game of basketball. We put a hoop in the center and we try to shoot the ball into the hoop with the noodles. And we do that as a team too. So
Good
the team
noodles.
noodles, we call them. They're not spaghetti noodles.
Oh, okay.
These are styrofoam wands, bats. I don't know what you call them, but yeah, they're tools we use to manipulate the ball. And the ball is a light balloon. So as it's flying around the room, sometimes you get your adrenaline pumping and you're feeling like this is exciting. And sometimes you duck and weave to keep from getting hit. But really it is just a balloon, and we all laugh and joke about it in the end. So it's fun. We do that for almost an hour, and the time flies by fast. And while you're doing that activity, you're stretching your right arm because you're reaching back, or you're moving with your left arm, you're reaching up. Halfway through the game, we have you switch hands, and the noodle's in your left hand, and you're stretching and reaching with that, and that engages your right brain and your left hand, just in case you need to
work
use it.
together.
Exactly. Yeah. So we also do exercises in the morning too. I didn't touch on that. We have chances where we can draw the alphabet with our toe in the air, and that connects our brains with our feet so that we're less likely to fall. And notice you walk without a cane or a walker, but your friends, they may have a need of a walker or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or
it's
a cane,
yes.
probably.
Sometimes a wheelchair.
Yeah.
At our center, we accommodate all of those. And same thing in the restrooms, we accommodate almost all levels of care there. Incontinence and catheters, not a problem. We work with those things that we need to work with as seniors. So we adapt, and we make sure this world matches what you need for your world. And so when you leave here, you have a sense of confidence that I can do this. And that's important to us. All right? Do you have any other questions, LaDonna?
What are your hours?
Our hours, good question. We open at 7 in the morning. But you don't have to be here at 7. It's not a work, you don't have to clock in. But we open at 7 because some families like to drop off their loved one on the way to work. And it works out great for them because then while they're at the office, their loved one can come here, participate, be in a secure facility where they're sure they're not going to wander. We want to make sure no stray salesmen come in.
And they can have fun.
They can have fun. You keep coming back to that. I think that's important to do.
It is.
It is. If we stop having fun, it's just not life anymore,
We're
is
on
it?
the way out the door.
You're right.
I know.
We want to have, that's what we call it, more to life too. It's fun. It's fun. So the worker, the daughter, the son, the caregiver as we call them, have a chance to go to work or to school or the club or the golf or whatever they do during the day. Take a break, bring mom or spouse to our center and have an activity here safely. And the caregiver can, we call it, have antenna downtime. They put their antennas down. Means you're not waiting for the phone to ring. You're not worried about someone calling you saying, something just happened to mom. Here, it's against the rules to fall. It's against the rules to get hurt or to wander. We help people be safe here. That's one of our most important goals. We want to make sure you go home in one piece and not with some sort of infection you caught from Jane across the table or something like that. So we're washing often, we're walking with assistance. You have lots of friends here that are staff that make sure that you're not going to fall. Not that you would. You're strong and healthy, and that's important. We had another friend that just signed up, said, I'm obnoxiously healthy. I bet you can't wait to meet her.
Should be fun.
She'll be a dynamo, won't she?
She would. So we open every Monday through Friday from 7, close at 5:30. And then on Saturdays we're open from 9 to 4, a little shorter. On holidays like Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, everything except Thanksgiving and Christmas, we open at 9 and close at 4. And every Sunday we're closed. We figure that's family time. Same thing with Christmas and Thanksgiving. Does that make sense?
It sure does, and I like it too.
Good, good.
I like your, what word do I want? Priorities.
Good. First things first, huh?
Yeah.
Good,
Sounds like you're the priority.
good. You are.
Perfect.
So everyone who comes in, we develop what we call a care plan. LaDonna, you get to play a part of that. In the application form, we have you circle the 5 things out of a 15 or 20 list. Things you feel are important for Gay. Gay, you can help her fill this thing in too. It might say exercise or patio gardening. Or maybe you're a golfer and you want to play putt-putt on the golf course. No way, huh?
No putt-putt.
No. But there's a variety of events that we can tie you into. And if those are in your care plan, and those are areas of focus, as you said, priorities, then when you're here, we make sure the program covers those priorities.
Oh, good. That makes it so much more fun.
It is, it is. And chances are if you like it, your friends are going to like it too. So we tailor the activities to fit the group of the day. It works out well. We do send you home with a calendar. And the calendar has a menu on one side that lists the food. You get a choice every day, a hot meal or a salad every day. And those are catered in fresh each day, cooked at the kitchen. We have, on the other side, a daily event calendar. And every hour there's something going on. And you can pick and choose what day you come. And I notice you come quite often, almost every day.
Yeah, I do.
Some people, maybe they just want to come on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's fine with us. We're okay. Or maybe they just want to come when the accordion players are coming. Or
Well, you know, I like it a lot here.
You do?
I'm not lonely.
that's important, isn't it? You have friends? Did you make friends here?
Not yet. I haven't met that many people, but I will be able to make
You
friends.
made friends here.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
And that's good.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
That's
She's
right.
very excited to come and see your friends here.
And it's okay if you don't remember their names, right? We're wearing
That's
badges.
right.
So you can relax when you're here. That's important. You feel comfortable.
I do.
Good. Good. So we covered the hours, we covered the food, we covered even the bathrooms roughly, we covered the events and activities. The purpose, 2 purposes. One is for the fun, the other is for the respite. The LaDonna, you need a break. You work during the day.
Yes.
How do you feel when you know mom's here at a place that's comfortable and safe?
I think it's beautiful because I don't have to worry that she can fall or she's bored and doing nothing and
Good.
she's not wandering. She's in a safe place. It's like home. It's homey.
Good. Okay, how do you feel when you know you're going to go home for dinner every night?
I love it.
Isn't that nice to be with family?
Yes, I love my family.
Good. Good. That's important to us. And so as an adult day center, we can facilitate that. And that's what's somewhat unique about adult day centers, is we're designed to facilitate family unity.
Yeah.
And allow the family to be together, even though some may be working. And even if they're not working, spouses, caring for other spouses, they need that time for respite, is the technical term. But just time off, just taking a break, having a chance to have their spouse go someplace where they have something in common with their peers. And they get to go out to do what they need to do. And that's important, that sense of confidence and being able to relax when they dropped off their loved one. That's important for them.
Well, it's nice because you keep their brain going all the time. Because you're doing stuff all the time.
It's
They're not
true.
just sitting.
And it's their brain. Up on the wall here, just above Ladani, you can see a picture. It talks about our motto here. We meet the needs of the seniors and their families in these 7 areas. We're talking about their physical area, and that's what you just touched on, is their mental capacity, but also their emotional. We want to make sure that you're confident that the program that's going forward is predictable but not boring. There's a balance.
Yeah.
And it gives them something to look forward to every day.
Don't you love it when you know there's somebody here that's looking forward to seeing you?
Well, there's quite a few somebodies here looking forward.
And that's important.
Yeah.
That's part of the social aspect.
Mhm.
The intellectual you touched on, even though it may be reminiscing in one aspect, it might be fine motor skills in another. Technical terms the nurses might use, but for us, we do board games and we do big muscle activities like the noodle ball, or we do bowling on the pool table, or something like that. So we have the intellectual, and we do have a spiritual aspect of it too. We don't talk too much about religion, but we do talk about heroes. What are our values? What were our values back then, and what are our values now? And when we share that with each other, that's kind of helping us bond with each other and strengthening friendships.
Very much.
And so the spiritual aspect is touched on here also, but we did touch on the final one, which was purposeful. We want to make sure that Gay has a purpose here. You have a reason to get up in the morning, a reason to get all dressed up and beautiful and join your group. I think that's important to know that they're looking forward to having you here. We have friends here that can't go on with playing bingo without you being here. There's also a confidentiality about it too. Some families are very sensitive about having their loved one publicized. The two of you have graciously agreed to be on TV with us, and we appreciate that. But you'll notice a distinct lack of faces as we go through the center, and that's because we respect privacy. We want to make sure that people can come here with confidence that their privacy is protected. So you don't see much publicity about adult day centers like this. So why don't we take a minute, we'll take a little tour of the center, kind of show and tell, give you an idea of what to expect during the day of activity here at More to Life. We did talk a little bit about what we do. We didn't touch much on where we're located. Being in Sparks is kind of convenient for your family to commute, dropping her off kind of on the way to work, going home without a large commute. But we have people come as far as the far side of Reno or Stead, or even Fernley, Carson City. We do have some people that commute a distance. But being right here in Sparks, we're off of Prater Way near Vista Boulevard. We call it Sparks Senior Central because we have nice neighbors with the villas, independent living, dependent living, memory care at the Arbors, and we also have memory treatment over at Senior Bridges at Northern Nevada Medical Center. So I can talk about this all day, but let's start showing some more. We'll go ahead and walk across the hallway and show you the center in just a little bit.
Oh, good. I'd like to see that.
All right.
People spend a lot of time there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. I know it's a little loud out here, but the activities are going on. They're doing an exercise class. I wanted to show you the resource center. We have activities and services where we have in-home care. We have home modifications. So if you find you need a grab bar or assessment of your home for trip hazards, for safety, we have people that can come into your home to do that. Not part of our group, but these are resources in the center. So we link with you and the community to help you learn what kind of services are available. In our nurses station, Gay will have her vital signs checked once a month. She'll be able to have her blood pressure and pulse checked, and you can have a trend. You take her to the doctor, you'll be able to take this with you and have the doctor see a timeline of how she's progressing, how she's doing. So that'll help a lot. I'll show you the kitchen right over here. In the kitchen, we have lunches catered in. They come in hot for the hot lunches, and they're chilled for the cold salads. They come in every day, and you get the choice, Gay, whether you go a salad or a hot lunch every day.
Oh, that's nice. I like cheese.
Good. Over here, you'll see they're setting up for bingo.
Yeah, I see that.
We use, you can see custom markers. You're thinking you're rich when you got all these pennies on the table. But we play bingo. That'll be the next event that goes on. Right now we're doing an exercise program. You see them over at the left, at the right side there. With the exercise, you'll see they're sitting down, and that's important for their safety, but still gets them moving and exercising their circulation, their reaching. They're doing their upper body now. They'll be doing their lower body later. And they'll exercise similar to this for almost an hour a day. Some of it might be just exercising their neck and head, but otherwise they'll be talking in between and resting. So we don't overwork them, but there's always a good activity to do. You see in the background there's badges. Everybody gets a badge, so we get to know who they are and verify that we're, when we do med reminders, that it's the right person and the right medication. Let's see, we'll go ahead and walk toward the back of the building and pick up some more information back there. You might be able to see through the window. There's a patio and a deck. There's a back door, and the clients are free to go back in that area and walk down toward the putting green on their leisure. There's also a place to feed the birds, places to look outside and see the scenery too.
Very important.
It is, isn't it? So what do you think, Gay? You like it so far?
I love it here.
Good.
I look forward to coming every day.
All right. Should we go take a look at the library
Yeah.
and the beauty salon?
Ooh, beauty salon. You can get beautiful.
Oh, I can get my hair done here, can I?
You can. And your nails.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Yeah, they need it.
All right. So here we are in the, we call it the auditorium today, but this is kind of the other half of the center. This is where we have entertainers come. The musical performers will come. Notice we have a piano here, and we have piano players come in. My daughter's one of them, and she loves to play. She's just 15. So we have another one who's, Brian is about 60-something. He and his friend come, and she sings, and he plays, and we hoot and holler and clap and have a good time. And they're here almost every week. And so we have music on a regular basis.
That's good.
So this half of the center is kind of wide open. We bring people over here, but at some point we have room to grow. We have room to expand and have more activities where it takes more space. Notice we have a large TV, which is nice. We like watching movies. We like having the music. We like having a little fireplace there. We like the comfort of just having a little more room. When we have open houses and Christmas events, we invite the families to come and join us. Thanksgiving and Christmas, we'll be having parties. And so we believe in having parties. We believe in having fun. In fact, our Purple Picnic is coming up. We'll have to get the date on that one. We invite the families to come and have a barbecue on a Saturday. And that'll be outside, and we'll be having some activities and games out there too. So there'll be all sorts of events that happen on this half of the center. As you pan around there, you'll be able to see the extra office space, a little bit of the kitchen, some more areas to lounge. After lunch, we do have a few people that like their peace and quiet. You ever go to a library and just kind of read a book and have that peace and quiet?
Oh, yes.
That's
Not
important.
lately. Yes,
Well, here we have that. Come on over, I'll show you where that is. In our library, we have the books in the corner. We have places to lounge, recline, relax. It's also, you can close the door and relax in there, the peace and quiet, and the sunshine's good. It's still a cheerful, bright room for your place to take a nap if you want, or just visit with one or two people. You like that?
Very cheerful.
Over here, we have bathrooms all over the place. I think you've seen a few of them. But bathrooms are private. They have door locks. They turn on automatically, so you have to find a light switch. It works. I like the fact there's fans in every one of them to pull the air out. We also have a salon over here. The salon is open every day that someone has an appointment. Beautician comes, and I don't know if the sound will travel all the way over there, but beautician comes and does hair with the toenails, fingernails. They do cut, dye, perm, set, everything you need for your hair. And about twice a week. We have a menu here that has a list of prices. They're pretty competitive. And you can choose what you like to do there. Try to. Yeah. All right. We'll come back here and I'll show you more about the other half of the kitchen where the food comes in. Do you have any questions as we wander through the center?
No, it's very cool. Very relaxing.
Good. So these recline. A couple of the ladies usually in the afternoon sit here and have a little ladies' conversation. And it does work out nice. All right.
And you can have peace and quiet if you want it.
Yes, that is nice.
It fits everything.
You know, though, we have these recliners, and notice the stunning lack of people on them. Same thing with those. You know why? They're over there enjoying the activities.
Yeah, of course.
We have some that sit down and they hear the activity going on, and they want to see what's happening. What are they missing out on? So most of the time, the recliners are empty and the activity room is full. And we like that. That's how we know we're doing the right thing.
They've got to have fun and do
Yeah. Good.
It's fun for them. For everybody.
Good. The salon. You can see where they wash the hair with a salon sink. They do the shampoo, perm, sets, dyes, cuts. On the left, you'll see a hair, I don't even know the terms for it, but they do their haircuts there. Right in the corner there, you'll see where they do the manicure and pedicure. Licensed beauticians come in here and do a great job with our seniors. They specialize in those with memory disorders, so they're patient and kind with them and help them reduce the amount of risk and challenge in their handling of strange circumstances. So it really works out good for them. It's convenient for the caregiver too, because it helps them reduce their number of appointments. They don't have to do a hair appointment and nail appointment every month. They're able to just drop off mom. When she comes home, all of the beauty needs are taken care of.
There you
Okay.
go.
There you go, right over here between us. So, you ready? So, you saw the beauty salon, you saw the library. We didn't touch on the massage therapist. You like to have that neck and head massage sometimes. This massage therapist specializes with seniors. She comes in about twice a month, and she also does the foot massages once in a while. So over in the library, there's a recliner. They just sit back and relax, and
I can do that.
you can relax well, can't you? And our therapist comes in and does the massage. She's also licensed and trained, working specially with seniors so that they are receiving the service well. So it takes a special touch to make sure that the seniors don't get alarmed by anything unusual. But this kind of massage, all clothes on, it's not a typical what you might think in a massage parlor or something. This is just head, neck, and sometimes the feet, and the seniors love it. The nice thing too is that it reduces the amount of need for pain medication. If we can reduce the tension and the anxiety with just a touch of a professional, that really does help them relax and feel more at home where they are here.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you can see the rest of the activity center here. Plenty of room for events and people. We have events that come in the evening. Every third Thursday of the month, we have a seminar presenter, someone in the industry that's a professional. They usually talk about, well, there's no usual. We have had audiologists come in and tell us how to care for and clean hearing aids. Optometrists come and tell us about eye hygiene and how to care for glasses and contacts. We have all sorts. We have in-home care specialists, home modification specialists. This month, we're having someone come in and tell us about essential oils and how that may play a part in soothing the nerves using lavender.
Oh, yes.
We're going to try that in our center. Our philosophy is we try something. If it works, we do more of it. So as the lavender oil is atomized into the air, it's claims to be hypoallergenic, so it's not going to trigger any eye irritations or sinus problems.
And it's calming.
And that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a type of disinfectant, they call it On Guard, which is also a homeopathic type of... You know about this stuff?
Oh,
Good. You hear Teresa in the background. You get to meet her in just a minute. So other things that we do, including the larger events, we were talking about, the speakers who come in. These are speakers that are invited from the industry as we meet them and they meet us that you may need to know at some point. Because knowledge is power. We want to make sure that education is part of our experience here at More to Life. We want to make sure that the caregivers have the tools they need to care better with more confidence as their loved one ages. We want to make sure that they learn how to speak the language as the language needs change. So we have people from the Alzheimer's Association come. They tell us about not arguing with our seniors. I bet you love that. Don't argue with me, right? And that's true.
Nobody's ever said that.
No, we teach that, and that's important. Entering their reality, entering their world, I think is really important. There's some important tips that we have as we communicate with our caregivers, family caregivers, and the professional caregivers. So we have nurses here that come too. Discharge nurses, the social workers at hospitals. Those professionals come here and listen to the seminars as well on our third Thursdays. Next month, we just scheduled a person to come in and talk about health and long-term care insurance. One of my least favorite topics, but you know, you got to take your vitamins with the ice cream, right? Get a balanced diet. So this knowledge is going to come to us. Usually a half-hour presentation. We have refreshments. We have a chance to visit and talk. You visit with your friends. You visit with your friends. And sometimes we have things in common. It becomes somewhat of a support group. We haven't talked about a support group either. Every Tuesday, it's fourth Tuesday of the month, we have the Alzheimer's Association sponsor a group here at our center, usually meet in the library, and they get to talk. And they generally ask a question. Where's it hurt the most? Like a doctor asks, where's your greatest pain? And what have you done for it lately? What works for you? And as these caregivers, these are family caregivers, not the professionals. These family caregivers share what they struggle with. And then they share their excitement of discovering something that works, that helps alleviate some of their struggles. Would you think you'd be interested in something like that?
Absolutely.
Good.
That sounds very cool.
Good. So we do that every month, and it seems to work. Of course, we bring refreshments too. Food always helps liven up the activity.
That's our favorite part.
So we kind of touched on the majority of our services. There's a lot of variety, some things we have missed, but we hope you contact us. Our phone number, 358-1988. You can call us anytime. If you're not in our area code, it's 775-358-1988. So call us with any questions. I wanted to introduce you to Teresa Moros. She's just now opening a traumatic brain injury clinic. And this is where we specialize in the Adult Day Center with maintenance of the mental health. Teresa's going to be focusing more on the improvement of mental health. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
Right. So I come from the traumatic brain injury side and understanding when there's the injury, whether it be at, whatever age, but it's when the trauma happens to the brain, if it could be a concussion to the traumatic brain injury, how prevention and awareness needs to start immediately at that point. Because the percentages are showing that they're getting higher for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia. And that's actually why this fit with my organization, which is called the Brain Recovery Assistance Institute of Nevada, and the acronym is called BRAIN, works so well with Jeff at More to Life. And so we have people that might have onset of the early stages of Alzheimer's, is there things that we can do to coach them and teach them some awareness to either hopefully slow the disease or improve it altogether, would be my hope. I'm always the one that believes in the best and I'm never willing to give up until I am the type that, okay, I get it, we have a problem, but now let's put it on the table and go after that solution. So when I was originally introduced to Jeff, actually through an acquaintance that both of us knew through Senator Heller's office, Katie Pace, an amazing lady that puts Nevada first. It just, I don't know, I was in Washington, D.C., and it was, gosh, I think almost 2 hours. We were on the phone, and it was just immediate, like this connection on how we could really make a difference here in Northern Nevada. So it's been 3 months that we've been working on this, and I think we're ready to get in here. I think Jeff explains it the best. I am basically on the side. He's got such great foundation and structure already here at the center. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. What we can do is come in and pull off of it and create a coaching effect. And I mean, the oils, I'm all holistic. I believe that my philosophy is that the body needs to be able to do any and everything to try to heal originally before we medicate. So I'm not against medications, but I also believe that if we're not putting that in, we're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. And so I come from making sure that nutrition's in line. Exercise is very important, getting those keeping that tissue moving. And then looking at what happens with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia and brain injury is their sleeping habits are definitely altered, which can now lead to secondary diseases and whatnot. And so sleeping habits is another thing that I think is really important with our structure. And then personal development. It's a stress load on all of us. We talk about not arguing. And it's having those tools in our toolbox on how to deal with the shell looks wonderful, but what's going on in the brain and how we can all help one another. And my philosophy is that I just believe we need to love one another more and not judge. We have tools. I'm really excited about not only what we can do here, but how we can educate the environment in what we're dealing with traumatic brain injury, mental disabilities. And so I'm so excited. And we talk about how we're going to do this, and I just know it's right. And I just, like I said, I'm so grateful that we're getting this going.
Well, good. So we're looking forward to teaming up with Teresa as well. I think the partnership will be strong as far as the functionality goes, with us focusing on the support and maintenance, and her focusing on the advancement, the coaching, and the specialty areas, more one-on-one. Something I didn't think about because it doesn't happen here, it's the limo tours.
Oh.
We have a limousine, nice stretch Cadillac limousine. We take out 9 passengers. We go out on the city to a tour of places that are safe for our seniors. Usually a quiet little museum. We've been to quite a few of them, including the one in Sparks, Donner, Genoa, Pyramid, Virginia City. So over the past year and a half, we've been doing this. We go every 3rd week of the month. We take off in the afternoon, after lunch, about 1 o'clock, and we have those. Anybody who wants to sign up, it either signs up on a Tuesday or Wednesday. We pile in the limousine, and it's quiet, it's dark, it rides smooth, it's not bouncy or jarring. We all feel like we're treated like VIPs, and it's fun. And then we get to where we're going. We might have anywhere between 10 minutes in a short visit to a park or something to maybe 2 or 3 hours. And we love doing the museum, the learning, the exposure, the discovery. It never gets old. And so this month we're going to the marina where there's a lot of birds, and we're going to photograph birds, and then we'll take those photographs home and we'll be framing them and using those as some things to remember and take home with to our families. So it's not just an event, it's something that they'll be remembering later on. Okay, well, we gave you a little tour of our center, a little preview of what's coming. Hope you've enjoyed your introduction to adult day centers and what they can do for your family members or maybe somebody that you know. We'd like to thank Gay and Donna and Teresa for being with us today. There's one last question that people ask after they figure out what we do is, what does it cost? How do we get this done? And basically, it's important to know that Medicaid recipients have this fully covered. So Medicaid, we are a provider, as well as the Veterans Administration. They cover 100% of our veterans coverage here. There's also multiple grants. The important thing is that you give us a call, come by for a visit, and we'll work with you through the application process, through the funding process, and make sure there's opportunities that match your needs. I wanted to let you know again where we are and how to reach us. We talked about our phone number, 775-358-1988. At our address, it's 1963 East Prater Way, near Vista Boulevard. That's in Sparks, Nevada, 89434. And our website, always a great thing to look at. There's lots of information there. Our calendars, menus, and everything you might need would be right there at adultdaycarereno.com. So adultdaycarereno.com will have all of that data in the background, but call us, probably the simplest, at 358-1988. And I answer the phone, so don't worry about talking to an operator or anything like that. We're family owned and operated. We're here in Sparks. We've been here 20 years. The business opened for 4 years. We plan to be here for at least another 20. So come with confidence and come with your friends and tell them about us. We appreciate your time and your interest in adult daycares here in Sparks.
Attention to the home plate area. Today we'd like to recognize Josh Moore, Brain Awareness and Prevention, who participated in the Reno Aces nonprofit fundraising program this season. For today's game, Brain raised a total of $1,050 for their organization. Brain services people with brain as well as other neurological challenges. It specializes in unique programs gearing towards nutrition, exercise, sleep habits, and self-development. Brain's philosophy of combining functional therapies and everyday experiences in real-world settings enhances the overall therapeutic gain for program participants. Aces fans, let's make a big round of applause for Josh Morrow, Because I Can, Brain Awareness and Prevention. If your organization is interested in learning more about the Reno Aces nonprofit program, visit the sales booth behind section 105 or call 334-4700. Aces fans, let's give it up one last time for Josh Morrow, Because I Can, Brain Awareness and Prevention. Watch you, put your cat. Please welcome to the field one of Archie's Kids Club's members, Billy Kistner. field, representing Josh Morrow's Because I Can, bringing awareness and prevention. Please welcome Josh Morrow's. Josh Soap will out to a lead here as we approach second base. Around second, Josh is looking to do 5 push-ups before Dr. Brecky gets to first. Here's the dismount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my, 1 push-up shy, but that is still pretty good. Aces fans, let's make some noise for Dr. Brecky and Josh.
Hi, I'm with Rick Pollard, the general manager of the Reno Aces, and we're having a hell of a time with the Sacramento River Cats against our beloved Aces. And you can tell for a Sunday, it's a nice crowd, a lot of loyal Reno fans, as well as some loyal Sacramento fans. And I was able to track down Rick. And so, how's your season been going for you so far? You having fun?
Fabulous. No, we're having a lot of fun, and we're in it, and we're playing the team that we're in it with. So it's Sacramento and Reno, and we're getting after it.
Well, it seems like every time I come here and interview you, Sacramento's here too.
Yeah.
Which I think is great because our public access show is also in Sacramento, so we could talk, we could show you there, we could show you here in Reno, and it's just a great environment. I can't believe how many kids there are at the stadium. It is a family fun event.
Yeah, Sunday night is always a family night. And so we have a lot of kids, a lot of cotton candy. I think you even got a little bit of that cotton candy.
Got my wife got some cotton candy. I also been talking to your food and beverage people. They say the trick is to get a bottomless cup. So I have a bottomless cup of Dr. Pepper. I drink all night with it. I don't have to refill it.
That's true.
Refills are free. Also, I got a bottomless box of popcorn. So I can eat it as much as I want.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that. That's the way you get a value deal.
Well,
And bottomless popcorn is great because if you have a family of 4, you just fill it once, that's it.
Yeah.
And you can go back as many times as you want after that.
well, a lot of the fun of this ballpark is the kids are really watching the game. They're paying attention.
Yeah, they have a good time, especially when we play the River Cats. They're tough, and if you skip something, the score might jump a little bit. So you got to be careful. We got 11-10 ball game right now. We're only in the 6th inning.
And it's
going
awesome.
into 7th.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I came here earlier. Today was the Josh Morose had he threw out the opening pitch. He's a traumatic brain injury survivor.
That's right.
And his mom was there promoting her care centers opening up with in Sparks, I believe. She's in going in with some people that have daycare.
Oh, that's good.
So it's going to be exciting. You'll be hearing more about that soon. And there's a company called Accessible Space that has brain injured people here in Reno as well.
Oh, good.
So you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, you know what? It's been our pleasure because we do a lot of charities, that being one of them. And you know, it's really good because we're in the community, and that's what it. You know, that's what counts.
Yeah.
It really is.
Another thing I like about the stadium is the smell of the hot dogs and things, and the fun familyness, and all the people are just having a ball. How did you get a job like this? I mean, it's the best job in the world.
Long time ago, got into it, never wanted to get out because it's just fun. I believe in, you know, Michael, you've always known me for a while, but I believe in, listen, it's all about quality of life. You gotta have fun with your family, and this is one of the places that you feel safe and you feel like you're gonna have a great time, and when you leave, you said, wow, what a great ball game, let's go again.
Yeah.
And that's what quality of life is.
Well, my wife is legally blind, and we came last year. I was going to bring her on a tour of the stadium with you. She said, no, I'm not going. I can see the game.
I'm going to watch the game is what she said.
She's never seen a game. You know, she's had dates take her to like the Oakland ballpark. She couldn't see the place. Here was what, 26 seats? 26 rows, I mean?
Yes, 23 here.
23. She's staying put and seeing the game.
Yeah.
So
I noticed that she's really enjoying it, and I asked her about it. She says, well, with these special glasses I have, I can see fairly well with one eye.
Yeah.
And I said, well, good for you. She says it's kind of tunnel vision. But even with that, she really enjoys it. So I'm proud of her. I think it's great.
Well, the one thing I've had to educate her on is the scoreboard. She doesn't know what the 1-2-1 is.
Ah, okay.
I had to teach her some tricks, but there's the miles per hour for the pitches, the inning,
Sure.
and, you know,
Ball strikes and out.
yeah. So right now it's what, August 8th or something?
August 9th.
So how many more games do we have left in the season here?
Let's see. We have 8 on the road, 8 at home, and then another 5 on the road. So what is that? 21 ball games?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I got news for you. It's not over yet.
Oh no, it's going to go right down to the last game.
I have a feeling, and guess who we play the last 5 days of the season?
It wouldn't be the River Cats, would it?
The River Cats in Sacramento.
Oh no!
So it's going to be, I think it's going to be touch and go the whole way, and I think it's going to come down to Labor Day in Sacramento on September 1.
Well, we'll be rooting for the Aces, and hopefully they tend to be pretty tough at each other's homes too. I know that.
Oh yeah, no, we'll play well. I think these are the two teams, Reno and Sacramento, that are so well matched that it's anybody's ball game.
Well, probably this will air probably about in a week or so. Is there any other events coming up that are must-do events?
Well, we always have Fireworks Fridays.
Fireworks Fridays.
Always.
Okay.
And then we have, on Saturday, we have giveaway Saturdays, which we always have a couple of cool things that we're going to give away. And then Mondays is actually, it's a craft beer locals night.
Oh.
So we have special prices on craft beer on Mondays, and it's our locals nights. And then we have 2 for Tuesdays, and obviously we'll always have $1 hot dogs or $1 ribs on Wednesdays.
Awesome. And what's that big snack dinner thing that the people buy here? What's it called? I forgot. Is it like a big hamburger or something that feeds like 5 people?
Oh, you're talking about the triple play sandwich.
Is that still around?
Oh yeah, I saw a guy eating it today, and I gotta tell you, it's huge. It's pulled pork, it's got coleslaw, it's got a big meatball on it, a pickle, and I mean, it is huge. You gotta try it.
Well, I think next year I'm gonna challenge Josh to an eating contest, and we're gonna eat that down for charity.
And if you don't eat that, I got news for you. All of our foot-long hot dogs, Polish sausages, and Italian sausages are to die for. They're over on the concourse up on the first base side. Beautiful deal.
Well, another thing I like about this place, it's clean. You had a game last night till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
It's always clean. The field's always. You just got the right formula.
We clean it right after the ball game. And that way we don't get any bugs or anything else, but it's the way to do it, and it stays clean. Our grounds guys do a great job.
Well, I've hung around many a ballpark in my life, and there's no birds in here right now because you guys are so clean.
That's exactly.
Well, anyways, thank you for being here. For the fans out there,
Go Reno Aces. Cross your fingers and let's do it, huh?
root for the home team.
There you go.
It's been Michael Smith reporting from Reno. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center field wall.
There he
Join us
goes.
for Take Me Out to the Ball
Mr.
Game
Baseball.
and the 7th inning stretch presented by PM Chang.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Aces. If we don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out and you go ball game.
All right, this is it's time for the PM Chang's Lucky Seat. Introducing section 113, row 11, seat 19. Use it for a $30 gift card to PM Chang's. It's gonna share hot plates, cool stories, cold drinks, and more memories at PM Chang's. Gather your friends and try PM Chang's new seasonal menu.